Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
Now here's Russell. Takes a three. They get it back. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? George outside. From deep. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Let's go with a three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Pass to Russell. From deep three-point range. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Here's Covington. And he buries his first look.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
Here's Brent. He takes it in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Paul George.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
The first free throw is good. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Here's Edwards, following the score by the Clippers. The three is up. 4-3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. George finds Covington to the wing on the left. Leonard against Edwards. Fades away. Minnesota with a rebound. He can't hit that time. Good D by Covington. It's George on the wing. Back to Covington. Here's Zubac. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up. The free throw drops from Zubac. And he makes both free throws.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
George passes to Zubac. And Gobert with a block. Ball against Edwards. Pass to Prince. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. Doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Zubac finds George. Leonard with the ball. Goes up at the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
The kick out to Wall. Pass to Zubac. Back to Wall. Good work defensively by Russell.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
50 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Leonard for 3. Goes back up. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Three-pointer, and it's going to be a 3-second call. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell from behind the arc. Leonard pulls down the board. Ball against Russell. Stolen by Russell. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Prince. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Leonard for 3. Here's Zubats.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
The open shot by Edwards. And that's an air ball. Not even close.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
Yeah, BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. The shot by Russell, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Covington. That shot, no good. And some solid defense from Towns. From the high post. Prince can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Wall. Back to Zubats. Outside Wall. From the arc. And the Clippers miss again.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Leonard. The 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Launches a 3. Offensive board. Here he goes. Back to Russell. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Wall, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Russell, that's good.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Outside Wall. Fires from deep. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. The shot by Russell, no good. Well, the Clippers shooting around 35% from the field so far. And here's Zubac outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1 minute left in the first half. And he knocks down the first one.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
The Clippers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. 55 seconds left to play in the half. George passes to Covington. Now Zubac, defended by Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane. Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. George outside, pass to Wall. From downtown, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. "11 seconds left in the second. Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. From deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it didn't. All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 14, the Clippers, 17.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even to Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point. Prince. Pass to Russell. Out to the wing. Towns for three. And they'll get another chance. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Towns passes to Russell. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 6. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, capture your air, and even nowadays.
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
And Minnesota has possession, following the score by the Clippers. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Here's Prince. Back to Russell. Pass to Prince. Edwards against George. Towns for three. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Kicks it to George. Takes the three. Rebound, Minnesota.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Prince to halt the run. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard passes to Zubac. Leonard finds Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Minnesota has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Pass to Edwards. Russell against Wall. Three-pointer. Edwards can't hit.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And that one's good. Covington.
That's a tough shot as Covington finds a way that time.
Here's Prince. Leonard with a double team. Prince can't hit.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Outside Covington. Back to Wall. Leonard outside. There's the triple. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. It's stolen by Wall. Covington with it. Russell covering. Pass to Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And both free throws good for Russell. And here are the Clippers now. They're on an 11-2 run. George outside. Here's the three. Clippers keep it alive. From deep three-point range. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. 40 seconds left in the third. Outside Wall. No good on the triple. Wall's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
Leonard outside. Towns against Covington. Ball for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's stolen by Wall. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Russell from outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
And Leonard drops them both. And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 4 rebounds now. Covington with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Zubac passes to George. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Here's Minnesota. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Shoots over George. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Covington finds George. Covington passes to Zubac. Back to Covington. Kicks it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open look. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And Covington has proven to be a team player, willing to share it.
Towns for 3. They get it again. Gobert. Edwards for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Knocks down the triple.
And it'll be interesting. Will they start calling Covington's number offensively the way he's going?
Russell with the ball. Checked by Wall. And the shot's good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
George against Edwards. George passes to Covington. Over Towns. Covington no good. For Minnesota, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Prince. Over Leonard. Here's Towns. The shot's good.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Here's George.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Zubac. Another shot. That one a little long. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And Edwards slams it in.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Clippers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now here's Towns. Lets it go from deep. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
George outside. The three ball sinks the tray. And the Clippers lead by 17.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Now here's Edwards. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Now here's Wall. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for Allie.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What do you appreciate about this matchup? The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Robert Covington out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
It's tipped. Brooks with it. George picks him up. Morant outside. And Adams kicks to Bain. Now the pass to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Leonard the pass to Wall. The shot by George wide open. It's hauled in by Adams.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Bain. Morant outside. A 3-ball. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Can they get it? 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Morant with the screen on Wall. Bain for 3. And it's Morant missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Wall passes to Zubac. No good. Shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Outside, Bain. For 3. Brooks against George. Brooks kicks to Bain. Brooks setting a pick for Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thanks, David. Morant with the steal.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick, and what good work there to get in the way of it.
Adams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Leonard. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Dylan Brooks. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Bain with the bucket. Bain's got 5 now.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Covington. That one doesn't go. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Morant.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to...
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Wall. Paul George is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in its center. Jackson finds Adams. And here is Bain, lock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. The Clippers grab the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Wall dishes to Leonard. That one misses. And Memphis the other way now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. Misses off the right iron. Clippers trail by 9. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Morant finds Adams. Outside, Bain. Passes to Morant. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. With the crossover. The putback. That shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And Bain no good on that one. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Adams. And Conchar subbed in for Bain. Jones from outside. Offensive rebound. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jackson. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jackson with it. Now Covington defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Clippers trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
Outside, Jones. That one, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Jones has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's George, and then George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Outside Jackson. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 41 seconds left now here in the second. Memphis leading by 8. Green passes to Jackson. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George finds Zubats. Here's Wall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
John Wall, of course, the #1 pick back in 2010. Game is largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill, but boy, he has added strength to that incredibly long frame. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Amir Coffey's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Memphis. Heading to... Okay, David, much appreciated.
Your Grizzlies, 18. The Clippers, 11.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now Powell. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Moves back up. Morris, no good. Memphis leading by 7. Conchar, the pass to Tillman. Green deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Jones. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jones has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Memphis. Coffey passes to Powell. Feeds it to Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Clock at 4. Green with a screen on Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Green's got his first 2 points.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
Jackson dishes to Batum, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
Jones kicks to Green. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell, driving the lane. Tillman, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Nice D from Williams. Memphis leading by 9. Tillman passes to Conchar. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Conchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Batum a screen on Jones. Jackson finds Batum. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Baines checked in for Conchar, and it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Leonard against Morant. On the wing, Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. George against Green. The 3. And Paul George, good for the 3. George has got 5.
I always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from 3, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that 3-point shot.
From deep 3-point range, and again it's Memphis with the 3. 1:04 left in the third. A 3 from Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Payne for 3. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. And George kicks to Wall. Here he goes. A reverse. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
This is one of the staples of John Wall's games ever since he came out of Kentucky. Put it on the deck and get to the cup.
Morant passes to Bain. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Down low. Morant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Bain with it. Now Covington defending. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Wall passes to George. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Clippers. That shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies lead by... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so here's Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Wall. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Ball passes to Leonard. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Leading by 5. Pass to Bane. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Brooks against George. Outside, Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. He dishes it to Covington. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant left side. And George hits the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Morant passes to Jackson. Jackson a screen on Wall. 5 on the clock. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. It's tipped. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. A 3 from Leonard. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Bane's got 4 rebounds in this game. Adams right side. Goes back up. It's deflected. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. Oh, what a dunk!
Out below! Well, sometimes defense can be your best offense. Wall with the pressure got them going.
Morant passes to Bane. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Zubats a screen on Morant. And Leonard gets it to go.
To think this guy as a rookie wouldn't consider taking a shot. Now look at how deep that is. Wow.
It's Brooks on the wing. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bane, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 16 points for Desmond Bane.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
A 3 from Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bane passes to Adams. Morant against Leonard. Bane for 3. Shot clock at 5. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Grizzlies.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Desmond Bane.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Leonard with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers. And another turnover here by Memphis. Covington, a screen on Morant. And again, no good by the Clippers. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brooks with it. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Payne for 3. And they recover it. Out to Brooks. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. 2 on the clock. Paul can't get it to go. Wall against Bridges. Leonard passes to Covington. Back to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Pulls up at the elbow. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's George. Shoots over Booker. Here's Covington. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. Lets the three fly. And it's Bridges with the jam.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better.
To the inside. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
George against Booker. George passes to Wall. Back to George. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Paul can't get it to go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Wall. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
George against Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Ayton. Shoots over Zubac and is blocked. And they're able to recover. And Ayton with the stuff. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, George. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
But yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. For 3, George. And they recover it. Out to Leonard. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 5 now.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
George for 3. George with another miss. The Suns have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. And there's the lob. Ball finds Ayton. Throw it down on the lob.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Covington, a screen on Booker. George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Paul.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And the Suns pushing it up now. And it's Bridges with the jam.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And so it's...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start, you want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Suns leading. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. Pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Zubac's shot is off.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Offensive rebound. Paul passes to Booker. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. With the 10-footer, Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 6 points.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Here's George. Off the left rim and out.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Wall against Paul. Pulls up. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
George for 3. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
To the middle. That's good from Covington on the assist by George. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when the plan A fails.
Well, B.A., a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
In transition, here come the Clippers. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for the Clippers.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
Outside Booker. Over George. And that one hits the back iron.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Booker for three. Phoenix no good that time either.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Paul against Wall. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Outside Booker. Ayton with a screen. Fires for three. And it's Booker again missing.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Wall finds George. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he lobs it up. And Ayton with the stuff.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Wall, the pass to Covington. Crowder with a steal. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Inside. Oh, Covington with a block. They retain possession. It's Booker on the wing. Wall covering. 6 to shoot. Crowder a screen on Wall. Booker for three. No good there. George for three. No good on the buzzer beater.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size.
That'll do it for the first half. Suns ahead, up 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at point guard. Paul with it. This one for three. Fires the three. Back to Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
George passes to Covington. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Covington's got 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The trickery of Paul, he's unpredictable. It is what gets defenders to be overly aggressive.
Good on both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Bridges passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And George launches it from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
For three, Booker. And the Suns get it back. Ayton finds Bridges. Down low, Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Up top, George. Booker defending. And the jam by George.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Paul passes to Booker. All alone. No good. A bit long that time.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Here's Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Shoots over George. Knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder, the pass to Paul. For 3, Booker. The shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George with it. And it's Paul picking him up. George's shot is good. George has got 20.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. Crowder with a screen. Here's Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George outside to the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Wall against Paul. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
George. And there it is for him. 22 points for him.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker against George. Puts it up from 15. Booker no good. The Clippers trail. Here's Covington. Leonard for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they've effectively... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. An open look for Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Wall. Crowder with a steal. Ayton with it, guarded by Covington. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 42%. Releases. Leonard passes to George. Booker with the defensive effort. The Suns leading. For 3. Pass to Paul. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Booker. Tries yet again. Deflected. George outside. And it's off from three-point range. And stolen by Covington. The three. And George with the basket on the assist from Covington. George has got 9 points here in the second half. For Phoenix, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Paul finds Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker for three. It's rebounded by Zubats.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And stolen by Bridges. Ayton with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Bridges passes to Ayton. Paul against Wall. Pass to Ayton. Tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Zubac passes to Leonard. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
And here's Bridges. The shot off that time. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. Out to Covington. Pass to Leonard. To take the lead. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Outside Booker. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Oh, there's the alley. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Clippers in the lead. Wall, the pass to George. Covington, a screen on Booker. George for three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Los Angeles has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Stolen by Bridges. In transition, here come the Suns. And Ayton with the stuff.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Booker against George. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Now here's Crowder. Right wing. Crowder, a screen on Wall. Clock at 6. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
Leonard for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14. Crowder outside. Puts up a three. On target from range. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
He's not afraid of the moment. That's the story of Jay Crowder. Extremely competitive.
And the Clippers miss again.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Booker, the pass to Paul. So the Suns win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Leonard with the steal. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, for a 6'9" forward, Covington really handles the ball well. You can trust him with the rock.
George against Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Now, here's George. Covington passes to Leonard. Over to the left wing. Wall's shot is off.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Leonard hits them both. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now Leonard, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Outside, Wall. Pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Pass to Zubac. Towns with the steal. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard to the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Edwards against George. They get it back. Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's George. Leonard on the wing. From deep. Covington passes to Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Takes the 3. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Now here's Edwards. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Prince. Great tee that time from Leonard. Towns with the steal. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Deep 2 from Russell. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Wall against Russell. Dishes it to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota. Look out!
Bang!
Oh, wow.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. We'll get things started. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Prince misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No good from Zubac. Timberwolves trail by 4.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Wall finds Covington. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Wall. No points in the game yet for him with the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Timberwolves trail by 5. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. Prince kicks to Towns. 6 to shoot. Covington with the steal. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard the pass to Wall. Shoots the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Leonard with the steal. Covington down low. Guarded by Prince. Wide open look here for Zubac. A 3-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. George dishes to Covington. And here's Leonard from 3. He doesn't hit that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Inside. Here's Towns. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
And Towns gets it to go.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside, George down low. Here's Zubac. Minnesota with the rebound. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. That's a 2 from Towns. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And George, here we go.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. The pass to Russell. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Clippers leading by 3. Ball taking his time here. The 3 from George. The rebound by Prince for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. That one drops for him. Towns has got 6.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Leonard, the pass to Covington. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
19. The Timberwolves. 18.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Edwards kicks to Russell. And the rejection by Zubac. George passes to Covington. Puts it up. The offensive rebound.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket. Edwards passes to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 5. 4-3, Covington. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Towns wide open. Tries again. Out to Edwards. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Outside, George. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Zubac kicks to George. Now Zubac. And he stays with it. Back to George. He dishes it to Leonard. Outside, Covington. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Russell. Releases from the wing and drills it. Russell's got his first points in this one. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Edwards against George. Russell from long range. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Wall. Here we go now. 2 points. That one goes. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Boy, you love Wall's tenacity there. Takes the contact and finds a way to finish through it.
Russell passes to Edwards. There's the triple. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And George kicks the Wall. Here's Zubac. No good from outside.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Prince finds Russell. Outside Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to Covington. Now here's Zubac. Gobert with the block. Outside Wall. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by George, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
You know, guys, whenever Russell attacks second chance opportunities like that, it's a big bonus.
Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 10 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Timberwolves trail by 3. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Zubac with it, picked up by Edwards. Russell against George. And they get it back outside Towns. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Towns has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Covington dishes the Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Covington. Outside Wall. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Gobert. Russell looking around. Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Covington with the bucket.
Nice recognition here by Robert Covington, seeing a lane to the bucket and pouncing on it immediately.
Outside Edwards. Passes to Prince. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Nobody near George. The kick out to Wall. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Russell passes to Edwards. Leonard with the steal.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Ball's knocked loose, and Gobert kicks to Towns. Russell dishes to Towns to tie it up. Gobert trying to get open. He can't get that one to fall. Clippers leading by 3 and stolen by Prince. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Edwards against George. Covington's shot is off.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Russell kicks to Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Outside, Wall. The feed now to Covington. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place to take the lead. Prince misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. How about Wall? Outstanding at stepping up and delivering a big bucket when it's needed.
That's just sloppy. Yeah, I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
Outside, George. This one for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
On defense, George able to use all of that length and athleticism to deny the shot.
Covington passes to Zubac, and Leonard has it in the corner. Outside Covington. Outside Leonard. And here's Wall outside. The rebound by Prince. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Towns with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Leonard with the ball. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you.
on two. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point guard. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. For three, Covington. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis, here's Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have. So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
George against Bain. Leonard for three. Drops in the three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Morant with it. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. Jackson with a screen on George. Here's Bain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
And Bain drops them both. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Here's George, and he parries his first look.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Wall against Morant. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on George. Bain with it, guarded by Covington. Just 4 to shoot. Nifty move. And then Morant with the jam.
Heave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Bain. Back to Brooks. The reverse. With a 9-footer. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
George passes to Wall. George drives in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with a foul.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. For 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Covington with it. Checked by Brooks. Wall, the pass to Covington. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
That one drops. He ties it up. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. No good off the glass.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And here's George. Zubac, screen. Out to Leonard. This one for 3. Drills it from deep. Leonard's got 6.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Now Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line on Robert Covington. And he can't get the first one.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Covington, a screen on Bane. And George launches it from deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of one, a closely... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. No good that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. It's George with the drive. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Cut X from downtown. Give him 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Bane. They grab their own miss. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
George against Bane. Outside Wall. And here's George. Give him 8 points now. Clock is at 3. Wall, the pass to Covington. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Bane against George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Here's Leonard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And Leonard drops them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Jones. Pass to Bane. From deep three-point range. Jones drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 8. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's George. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Adams grabs the miss. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Now here's Leonard. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3. Leonard's got 11 points.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. And George with some nice D.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Zubats with it. Defended by Jackson. Zubats with a screen on Jones. Stolen by Jones. And stolen by Covington. In transition, here come the Clippers. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Tyus Jones.
What an effort from Wall on the play, refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
A line change here for Memphis. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
It's so easy to see why Leonard's teammates feed him so much. Once he gets going, watch out.
Outside Morant. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Powell outside. And he drives in. And Powell with the stuff.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. 29 seconds left in the half. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Jackson against Morant. For 3, Powell. And Morant clears the board. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Down low. Jumps up and throws it down on the coast-to-coast drive.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast.
Allie, as always, thank you.
29, the Grizzlies, 17.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Coffey in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Jones with the ball. From deep. Oh, got a piece of it. Jones against Jackson. Here's Coffey. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Tillman. Now Jones. Outside, Green. Back to Jones. And they're pushing it up. Here's Coffey. He's off on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Over Covington. Williams a screen on Covington. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
The Clippers on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Tillman misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. For 3, Powell. Rebounded by Green. And here's Memphis. It's a 14-point game. Williams passes to Green. Takes it inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Green's got his first basket.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Jackson against Jones. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. On the attack, Green. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Going inside. And the jam by Covington.
What a take by Covington. That right there is a loud 2 points.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Jones misses. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
That's his third personal foul.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. Here's Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Morant against Jackson. Williams from long range. And no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
A nice shot by Morris.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Looking to end the run. Morant into the lane. Memphis the rebound. Bane up and in on the layup.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Powell outside. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Morant. Jackson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Bane with it. Guarded by Batum. Here's Tillman. Outside for Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
For 3, Powell. Ja Morant grabs a miss. For Memphis, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Bane's got 6 points.
If anybody has questions why Ja Morant went 2nd overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
Morris on the wing. Over Williams. Shot clock at 6. Batum gets the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And then Morant with the jam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Powell outside. And so it's Los Angeles liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Grizzlies shooting about 43% in this one. On the court for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Leonard's shot's good.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Morant, the pass to Adams. On the wing, Bane. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Shot by Leonard, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Unable to get that one. Good D by Covington. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Leonard passes to Covington. Fires it from 18. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Covington, a screen on Morant. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And there's the drive. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Pass to Morant. Morant with the slam!
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
Wall, the pass to Covington. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks with it. Guarded by Covington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. On Robert Covington. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers. And the second free throw is good. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Zubac, screen. Covington passes to Wall. To stop the drought. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Bane. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
For Los Angeles, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Wall, the pass to Covington. George outside. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morant finds Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. From downtown. And they get it back. Bane with it. Guarded by Covington. Here's Morant. Oh, wow! What a jam! Incredible thunder finish.
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow.
George against Bane. Outside Wall. Back to George. Outside Wall. 5 on the clock. Leonard for 3. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. Georgia's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And here's Morant outside. Cash. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Pass to Wall. Leonard outside. Back to Wall. Fades and shoots. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. And Leonard gets it to go.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
From 17 feet out, it's hauled in by George.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Good work there as it goes.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Robert Covington. Paul kicks to Bridges. They get it back. The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Wall, that shot off. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker the pass to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
George passes to Covington. Outside for George. Knocked away. Outside, Wall. 6 to shoot. Feeds to Covington. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac, 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Paul outside. Wall with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go. Clippers leading by 6. Outside, George. A second chance effort. Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he sinks the second. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple of seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And it's Paul missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Leonard finds Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Covington's got 6.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
Bridges outside. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
Covington setting the pick for George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And Ayton throws it down.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Booker against George. Booker pulls it in. Deflects the pass. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
Now here's Wall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
Bridges on the inside, just hitting the offensive glass. That's great hustle.
Leonard dishes to Covington. The shot, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 4. And Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
George passes to Covington. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Wall kicks to George. Wall against Booker. Bridges with the steal. To the inside. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Booker. Paul's got 5. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Paul passes to Crowder. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Booker with no one around. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside for George. Back to Covington. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. George, no good. Suns trail by 3. Paul goes in. He feeds it to Ayton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the contest. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to. Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. 1:12 left here in the second. On the wing, George. He's covered by Ayton. George finds Covington. Outside Leonard from deep. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Crowder sets a screen for Paul. No good from the wing. Covington with it. Bridges covering. Outside for George. Pass to Covington. In the corner, George with it. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. A nice shot by Booker.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
To the left wing. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Just 3 on the clock. That shot, no good.
We'll have a hard.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
29, the Suns, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Paul surveying the floor. Takes it inside, over Wall. It's stolen by Wall. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 5. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got 13.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Covington passes to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington's shot is off. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Crowder against Covington. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Crowder's got 4 points now in the quarter. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Covington with the ball. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Phoenix ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker outside.
2 minutes.
Here's Paul. Rebounded by Covington.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wall finds Zubats. Outside Leonard. Back to Zubats. Now Wall. Outside Leonard. Outside Wall. Pocket 6. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. George dishes to Covington. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
The Suns trailing. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Paul passes to Booker. The 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And stolen by Booker. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
All with it, Chris Paul covering. Right side George. Kicks it out to Leonard from deep. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. The Suns shooting 47%, pretty solid. Booker outside. To the paint, Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it, the fast break chance. Covington passes to Zubats. The dish to Wall, and stolen by Booker. Crowder with it. 7 points in the game. Back to Paul. Crowder feeling it out a bit. It'll count. Beat the quad. Count it! He caught it! It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And there's the pass to Covington. Back to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And Covington has proven to be a team player, willing to share it.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Top of the key, Booker. Takes a 3. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ayton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Aiden's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Outside Leonard. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Booker kicks to Aiton. Bridges sets the screen for Aiton. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Paul. Passes it to Aiton. Second chance shot. And the shot goes in. And now a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Rejected by Crowder.
That's just good defense as Crowder in the right spot.
Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Aiton. Nifty move. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wall.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. It counts, and the foul. That one on Aiton.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game. Covington, a screen on Booker. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from George.
And you see Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wall finds Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Zubac the best to Covington. Outside, Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
For 3, Booker. The 3. A shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And a deep 3 from George. Ball grabs the board.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Here's George. Yes!
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
That's a 2 from Paul. Phoenix no good that time either.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch. And how about that? Aiton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
George looking around. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tied the game. And here's a timeout from Monty Williams. And here's Booker from the arc. No good from three-point territory. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. Los Angeles calls timeout. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime and we'll return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Al Paul. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Booker, good.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Outside, George. A 3 from Leonard. Hits it from three-point range.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Paul outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Puts up a 3. Over George. Ayton trying to break free. That one wide left. Here's Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
A pretty dependable free throw shooter. Covington in a pressure situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Paul dishes to Booker. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's tipped. Here's Leonard. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Here's George. Good!
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
And here's Booker. Doesn't go that time. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And it's off the back rim. No good. And Phoenix has possession. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Wall. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up